most of you guys have already guessed that Bullhorn Betty smashed her way into the CRMA segment. Let's have a quick recap on everything that she did this week.
We're going to get into some details that aren't from law enforcement. There is no corroboration at this moment. We had a wonderful, beautiful soul that has been sleuthing, that sent me some information. Now, again, I want to caution everybody about the information that is provided online. This information is not corroborated information. In the light of this situation, I believe that this is information that you guys need to know. Okay? It sounds like there's potential that it was a park employee. Okay? So this is the one I'm focused on right here, 6 hours ago. Okay, it is what I have. Male, 20, Hispanic, driving a silver Ford truck with Patriots NFL sticker on the back window. He lives in a house less than 50 miles away from where she was taken. Time is of the essence. It's 1:51 a.m. Here I got the first name of Jesus, works at the park. I did call this into the police hotline. Again, me here on the Bullhorn Betty channel is not stating that any of this information is legitimate, valid, factual information. It's stuff that I believe makes sense. Yeah, now granted, this one, from what they're saying, works at the park. It may not be true. Just like the stuff that I showed you, I weighed whether I should show it to you or not because it's not corroborated. It is not corroborated, and we are flagging it as a rumor. But just because it's rumor doesn't mean it's not true. That's why I brought it forward. But stranger danger abductions are a lot different than parental abductions. So we know why it's different, okay? Typically, in these cases, unfortunately, the child is dead within 3 hours in a situation like this. Lord, please keep this young girl safe from harm. I know, and we can pray for that. And I hope this child comes home safely. But if this was a park employee, okay, and this child was abducted by a park employee and removed from that location, then we got some problems. And this is not going to look good. This is not going to turn out good. I will not sugarcoat this one bit for my audience. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to, I'm going to just tell you guys that this is the worst kind of situation. This one right here. Obviously, we're not going to be searching. I believe that this case has taken a darker path. Honestly, I really do. I think that's why everybody is now being blocked out. There's something. They found something that has moved this case from just a simple missing persons to now, I believe they're looking at this in a criminal investigation. I have to caution the audience, statistics and the way that the law enforcement is behaving and the way that the governor sounded last night. I have to be honest with you, it doesn't sound good at all. I mean, I think we're all just waiting for the shoe to drop at this moment. I think we all in our hearts and souls kind of know. I mean, it's not me making this up. I think we all in our hearts know how this is gonna end. We know. I don't need law enforcement to tell me. I don't need mainstream media to tell me the ending of this story. Okay, I don't need that. This is a good day. This is a good day because I have to be honest with you. I thought we were going to be finding her body. This is getting bad. This is Betty.
Yes, I have a question about you putting down head.
I don't have time for you. This is my show. We're talking about a missing child, not your petty bullshit. Do you understand that? And here, let me make this very clear. Headstones and headlines can go fuck herself, okay? She's destroying our children in this country. So if you want me to talk about putting someone down, there you go. I don't have time for her. We talk about true crime here, not drama and bullshit. Take your petty ass shit someplace else. Nobody gives a damn about that little girl, okay? We care about this child that's missing. If you don't like me putting down headstones and headlines, then get the fuck off my goddamn channel. We talk about true crime over here. Anybody here that is not for true crime, leave the fucking chat. Have I raged enough for you yet? Leave the fucking chat. We don't have time for your bullshit. A 9-year-old girl's life matters. You fucking idiots. Do you feel like a 9-year-old child that's been abducted deserves a little more airtime than a stupid teacher? If you do, put a fucking one in the goddamn chat. Excuse my language, guys. Okay, nobody gives a damn about your petty ass bullshit anymore. We're done with it. All of these these true crime channels, we're done with your drama bullshit that you bring into every one of our channels. You want drama? Keep it on your fucking channel and leave it off of ours. We talk about real people's lives here and real true crime, and you don't have to like it. You don't have to like it at all. But you don't get to keep coming over here every fucking day and disrupting when we're trying to advocate for a 9-year-old child that's missing and abducted. You fucking idiot! Now headstones and headlines, get your fucking clickbait! Go make your fucking money, you fucking cunt!
She convinced herself, as well as tried to convince her subscribers, that abducted 9-year-old Charlotte Senna was indeed dead. Not only that, she also pointed her finger at a park employee, 20-year-old Hispanic male, and spread rumors knowing that she said they could not be corroborated. Then, unfortunately, somebody chose the moment she was speaking about abducted Charlotte Senna to troll her. They made a phone call, Bullhorn Betty lost her shit, and honestly has been losing her shit ever since.
Next, we have Dolly Vision and the Glarer. If I'm not mistaken, the Glarer went into Dolly's chat and told him to take down Charlotte Senna's picture. And Dolly wasn't having it.
Okay, like I said, this should have been titled Child Neglect, because somebody has been letting their baby with a shitty ass diaper run loose on these YouTube streets today. Okay, you know, we were covering a little girl, Charlotte, today, and I smelled something shitty. It was shitty. I was like, what the hell is that smell? I thought it was some bullshit, but it wasn't. It was worse than that. It was a grown man with a tight shirt in a shitty diaper, okay? Make that make good damn sense, YouTube? Trying to be the moral police. Hey, Dolly, take the picture down of the girl that you're talking about because she's been found, okay? Shut your ass up. Ain't nobody listening to your baby whining ass. Get your rattle, climb your ass back up in the playpen with them grimy ass people you roll around with, and shut the hell up. You're like, this dude sits on my lap more than anybody I know, okay? He needs a damn, it's like a carnival ride. He sits on my lap so much. You're going to have to buy 2 tickets to sit on this
What, baby, gap?
He sucks up the people that people watch. You got damn 200 people in the room. He's going to try to be all up on your live stream, trying to be a little panel whore, okay? He want to be the moral police. Let's be the damn moral police. Take the picture down. The girl was found. Okay, well, I put a picture of you up now. Is that better? Does that make you happy? I took the picture of the girl down, and now I put a picture of another girl up. All right? I'd much rather see the other little girl and glad that she was found. So don't come up into my chat. Don't come up in my room suggesting I do anything. All right? Because there's one thing I want to hear that you got to say. I got no respect for you, bro. I got no respect for you. Stay the hell out of my chat room. Don't worry about what I do on the internet. Because just like I'm not, or nobody else on the internet is worried about what you do. Okay? Nobody gives 2 fucks. You get drunk, you make a fool of yourself. It's like the older he gets, the tighter his shirt gets. You got to get blood to your brain. That's why you say stupid shit. And you think you know everything. Here's one thing I learned. The older I get, I know I don't know shit. Look, if you smell a stinky ass diaper in your chat room, just know there is a baby gap somewhere out there lurking. Okay? It could be in the shadows. He could be looking at somebody's Peter. He could be sniffing a mullet somewhere. He has a lot of weird fetishes. Okay? He's a strange little child. Like he thinks he's some big bad dude. It weighs like skinny as a rail, you know? Like he be lifting little weights in the gym like, yeah, I'm so big. Oh, God. Morbid's gonna love me. You know what I'm saying? Wait till he sees these guns. Okay, you run around the YouTube streets with a rattler at 45. Like, pay me some attention. Pay me some attention. I know. I love these kids. You know, why you fucking a horror story. Okay? You're like a walking horror story. So now all we got is a shit baby. Okay? Running around here stinking up the chat rooms. He take his shirt off, it looked like somebody tried to escape a straitjacket. Well, what the hell is going on? Can you imagine a dude that's really built and he's at the gym and you got Baby Gap over there with a little fucking 10-ounce weight trying to flex his little muscle, looking at himself as he does it? I just know that's the kind of dude you are. Right? And then you're like, yo, I'm gonna get this tight ass shirt so I look ripped. You don't look ripped. You look like a fucking old man in a little kid shirt. It's what you look like, okay? That's what it looks like to me anyway. I don't know what other people say. You know, I wonder what his perception of himself is. He's probably like, yeah, I look fucking hot right now. Fucking chicks, man, they're gonna be about all over me. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, let me get up here and call every woman I know a cunt and a bitch and a whore and tell them how they all done me wrong. More of this story is don't be a fucking baby gap, right? Stop being a weirdo, dude. Stop being a weirdo. Stop being an asshole. Other than that, you know, you're just a clown and you don't run the circus, all right? You don't run the circus. You kind of like a suck up to people. There's no honor in that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, I'm getting out of here. I got stuff to do.
Okay, so there was Dolly's rant to the Glarer, which I kinda understand because he was only sharing Charlotte's picture in a celebratory way because she had been found. And I don't think it's necessarily fair for anybody to try to go around the streets of YouTube and ask people to remove photos. At least not when people are celebrating the return of Charlotte Senna. Anyways, when Dolly seen who abducted Charlotte Senna, he made a joke and said that dude could be like his brother, that they looked alike, and it was just like a ha 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 funny kind of thing. So the Glare proceeds to post this. Truth be told, yes, Dolly made this joke about himself first, and then the Glare stole it and used it and was like, what the fuck? And put a picture of them next to each other. Is this a little distasteful? Yeah, because that dude was just arrested for abducting a 9-year-old. I personally didn't feel like it was anything to be joking about, considering that he had just abducted Charlotte, but, I mean, I guess to each their own. But there is one thing that we need to remember. The Glarer doesn't do drama. He engages with empathy. This was totally empathy and not drama. And let's remember what the Glarer always says, jokes are not drama cunts.
Next, we have Nonsense and Veda Potato. Now, no, this is not necessarily considered true crime, but it is a true crime what Veda is doing. Let's watch here.
All right. Well, buckle up, because if you didn't catch what just happened, you're about to. She just showed her ass. And I got it. And it just proved my exact point. You just proved exactly who the fuck you are, Vada. Thank you. But I'm going to show you something. So she's trying to pull up this video that she's trying to play of me. That's what's going on here. Of course, I'm blocked on my main account in there, so I had to go in on my second one. But I'm going to show you something right quick. So all of you know that I just moved from Utah to Arizona, correct? That's not a secret. We took you guys on. We went on the ride, everything. If you didn't see the live earlier today with me setting the record straight on a lot of Vada's lies from last night, we did that. Everybody was respectful. Everybody got along great. Well, game over. This bitch just fucked up. Okay, so she's trying to pull up this video and it's giving her issues. She's sitting over there like trying to get this video to load. Okay, watch this. Just wait. Of course the video's of me because bitch is obsessed.
One moment, I'm trying to get the freaking volume button to work.
Ooh, I'm pissed. I'm fucking pissed. Look at the title of this video that she's got right here. Look.
Gilbert versus Queen Creek.
Gilbert versus Queen Creek. Guess who lives in Arizona? Guess who lives 20 miles from Queen Creek? Guess who lives right next door to Gilbert? Bitch, you're done for. There is no reason why she has videos trying to find locations in fucking Arizona except this bitch is stalking my family. Vada, you have crossed so many lines. It's unbelievable. And your fucking history just proved it. You've got real estate videos from Arizona. Bitch ain't even close to Arizona. This is on her fucking video. Fucked up, didn't you, Vada?
This is, I mean, I say it's going to be fun, but I mean,
Look at
we're here to win it.
Gilbert.
Okay, so Heidi and I are representing Gilbert. We got Ryan, Monday, and Anna representing Queen Creek.
There you go.
And we just want to have a conversation and share some of our favorite things.
This is the real deal, where real estate meets real life. Whether you're a seasoned real estate expert,
There
a
you
first-time
go.
home buyer, or if you're
Let me go back. I didn't mean to do that. All right, here we go.
No, you didn't mean to do that. You didn't. And there's no explaining your way out of it, Miss Tech Wonder of the Year. Miss, I can hack everybody. Miss, I don't do anything behind the scenes. Miss, I have been gone for months. Yeah, you just showed your ass. And everybody else caught it. Because there's no business for you to be looking up real estate in Gilbert and Queen Creek. You're fucked. I don't know a goddamn thing about you, but I know for a fact that you're not anywhere in the vicinity of me. And you have no business fucking in the algorithm of real estate from Arizona, except you're obsessed and can't let me out of your mind. I take up all the space in your mind. You are out of control and need help. You need to log off and seek help. This is never going to go anywhere that you want it to.
a home buyer.
The algorithm only kicks that shit into your feed if you've been looking at shit in that way. That's it. That's all.
Let me go back. I didn't mean to do that. All right.
No, you didn't mean to do that because you just showed your ass and proved exactly what I've been saying. But thank you for that. Anyways, I just wanted to show you guys exactly what is going on and exactly why this is happening.
Veda, 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 this doesn't look good, girl. You out here committing real, true life crimes. Stalking is a crime. This is weird. This is strange. There's no reason that video should have been in your algorithm. So, with that being said, I think it might be time to log off, boo-boo. And nonsense, just take care of yourself, take care of your family, and just keep yourselves safe.
On this segment, we have Turtle Boy, who was a panel guest on The Glarer. Well, Turtle Boy is an advocate for Karen Reed. Karen Reed is being accused of unaliving her boyfriend, John O'Keefe. Okay, so now that I gave you a little bit of a recap on what true crime case this has to do with, let me introduce Turtle Boy.
Our narcissistic cult leader.
I'm not looking for an argument. This is a direction, a directive. Either you trust me or you don't. Okay? So trust me. When I say something, just please don't argue. Just trust me. That's it.
100% toxic cry bully.
So I want to make sure the message is sent here. If you fuck with me, if you try to sue me, I'm not going to go after you. I'm going to go after your fucking family.
He is exploiting one community's tragedy to gain attention, clout, and cash, destroying lives in the process.
We're all here to support her. I'm not in the habit of supporting murderers, so this is my first time. What the fuck is wrong with Peggy O'Keefe? Oh, she's fucking old. You're being mean to the mother. Well, fuck her too, okay? Fuck her too. You're old and we have to be nice to fucking old people, especially when their fucking kids died and we have to fucking play all nice with you and shit. Well, I'm not gonna be fucking nice anymore. Open your fucking eyes. And yeah, Paul, talk about your mama. How much is going to Karen Reed? Okay? First of all, what a cunty question to ask. How much is going to Karen Reed? Because I know what you're getting at there. You're insinuating that, well, certainly a certain amount of this should. Are you keeping it? Are you keeping all the profits? Just to be clear, I'm keeping 100% of the profits and $0 are going to Karen Reed.
They can also coordinate some of the most shocking and overt witness harassment and intimidation ever documented on social media.
We will never stop protesting. You think it's uncomfortable now? Wait till we start showing up your little leagues. Things are about to get really uncomfortable. Bring shame to the Boston Police Department. Again, another one, man. We're chopping them down. Kerry Roberts, no show. Laura Sullivan, no show. Ken Dugald, no show. This guy behind him, Anthony Bianco, no show. We are chopping these people down one by one and shaming them. Public shaming works. Proves that they have nothing and they're all watching this. And I just want to let them know that I'm thoroughly, truly enjoying watching them squirm and struggle and cry and complain.
At first focused mainly on Jennifer McCabe, a close personal friend of John O'Keefe and his family, and a potential state's witness against Karen Reed. Aiden characterized her as one of the real murderers, despite no criminal charges ever being filed against her, and no evidence to support his claims.
Since the lacrosse incident, and she needs to be reminded who her daddy is.
He has accosted her outside of court hearings, harassed her at one of her daughter's lacrosse games, published her name, address, phone number, and social security number on his website, made several trips to her property uninvited, and bombarded her with unwanted calls, text messages, and voicemails.
Let's take a look at his visit to the Glare's channel.
And I have a very special guest. This is who you guys are all here for. He's waiting for me backstage. I'm going to go ahead and bring him on. I've got the man himself, Turtle Boy.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here, man. This really does mean a lot, man. I really appreciate it.
Happy to join. Always happy to cross whatever with new channels and meet new people and talk to new audiences about this very, very important case.
Tell me a little bit about yourself. Give me a little bit about your background.
So I'm 41, so I've got a long background, but basically I was a high school teacher for 10 years in Massachusetts, and I started blogging as a side hobby, anonymously. Eventually I left teaching to do this full time. It's kind of a long story, but over the years I've just been building an audience in the, I'm from a place called Worcester, Massachusetts. It's like an hour outside of Boston, and that's where I started. But I've never had a story this complex, and nothing comes close to how long this has lasted. I've been working on this almost for 6 months now. Usually when I do a story, it's over within a week. Karen Reed is a completely innocent woman. Everyone knows that. And yet they're just digging their heels in, and they want to dance. So we have to dance with them, and here we are.
How did this case get your attention? What was it about this case that made you just get such a deep dive and then build such a supportive community to back Karen Reed? Because I mean, the way I understand it, it's you that's responsible for building this this community that backs up Karen Reed, and you organize these rallies and whatnot outside of the courthouse, and this sort of thing? How did you get to this point where you were like, this is what I'm doing. I'm 100% in this. I'm doing this.
Well, the story happened about a year and a half ago. I remember I saw it on the news, and a lot of people saw it on the news up here. Death of a police officer usually makes news like that. His girlfriend's arrested. You look at her bio on LinkedIn, and she's got, it all together. She's like a college professor, works at Fidelity, an unlikely suspect, right? And you're just like, oh, wow, that's really unfortunate. What a horrible accident. That's what it sounded like. What a horrible accident.
How does Chris Albert play into the case? Specifically, like, why is he the guy? Like, because I've seen multiple videos where you're showing up to his job, and at one point they even called the cops on you.
His brother Kevin Albert is a Canton cop, and Kevin was the one who called dispatch on me. Chris couldn't even call 911 on his own. He had to call his brother in to do it.
Now, as entertaining as those videos are, because I do find them highly entertaining, how does Chris play into the case exactly? Like,
so Chris was at one of the people who was at the Waterfall bar that night. I went up to Matt McCabe at his daughter's high school lacrosse game and started calling his wife a murderer and a cop killer directly in front of him, and he didn't do anything to me. It's just like, I would have kicked my ass, quite frankly. Right, and he just stood there. He was like, no, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Like, he's a goofy bastard. You just look at him like, this guy's not killing anyone. This guy's not doing anything.
Okay, yeah. I mean, really not, like, I cover true crime cases, but I really don't pride myself on being very good at it. All I do is I see stuff, and mostly what I call out is, because I actually really care about these cases, and I care about victims a lot, and I see that YouTube can become a cesspool for a lot of these cases and actually fuck these cases up and cost victims justice. So I'm the guy that calls out those YouTubers. I get muddy, and I get in the mud, and I just start, I don't give a shit about growth of my channel when it comes to that.
But this is not the case in this case. This is the opposite of that, right?
Right. No, yeah. Not at all. Like, I noticed there have been people who have, there's one guy that I call out from time to time, known as Jonathan Lee Riches, and some people have compared you to him.
Never heard of him.
Describing me. Nobody. Nobody you need to worry about. And I don't see that. I could see how some people might see the similarity because he goes out there with a cell phone, he puts a cell phone in people's faces and does this and that. But he also just makes very unfounded accusations towards victims and victims' families and families of suspects who are innocent and things of that nature. And he does it just for clicks and views. And I call that shit out.
Where 106,000 subs.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I know what you mean. Grifter.
This is, what you do is extremely different because you're actually going by actual court documents. And you really, I don't see somebody with the kind of sense that you have, putting themselves in harm's way because you're out there taking on cops. I'd be scared as shit. I'm like, you're going to go out there and just, like, basically accuse Boston cops of a conspiracy to cover up a murder? Like, that takes balls.
State police.
Yeah, or state police. I would not. I don't see anybody with any common sense doing that unless they genuinely believed and had facts to back up what you believe, So that's why I'm like, no, you can't compare. It's not the same thing.
Is it not the same thing? I found this really interesting. The Glarer told Turtle Boy mostly what he covers. What he did leave out was the type of behavior that Turtle Boy does is what he covers. But when asked, well, that's not the situation here, right? The Glarer told him no. I'll give it to you, Turtle Boy knows a lot about this case, and I enjoyed that aspect of him. What I can't support is the way he harasses victims, how he harasses their families, witnesses, their families. It's just not okay. But what this seems like is as long as you agree with whatever team you're rotting for, it's okay. It's okay to do these things. Such a shame.
Next up, in the true crime drama sector, we have Cam and Allie with Cracking Cases. If you don't know who Cracking Cases are, they are big members of the Summer Wells community. They have recently had some drama go down and wrote several long-winded posts. So instead of reading those, I'm just going to give you an overall of what each post is saying. So this first post was them basically letting their community know, their subscribers know, that they have been going through some issues pertaining to their children and Cam's mother. They are stating that Cam's mother lied to the police in order to get custody of the children, and she did this because she has recently lost her own job and is using this as a way to receive money from the government. They are saying that Cam's mother is telling the police that they have been using drugs in the house with their children. They say this is not true, it's unfounded. They do have a history with drugs, but that's not the case right now. That post was followed up by this post, and this post is pretty much the same thing. She attached the picture of the order that they put into place because of Cam's mother. The order for temporary custody. She's saying that Cam's mom hasn't seen them or their children for 6 months. She lost her job, yada, yada, yada. She talks about how the mother has her own addiction problems or has in the past, and how transparent Cam has been about his addiction problem. She goes on to talk about how anytime Cam has anything good going on in his life, his mother ruins it. She talks about how their local CPS office is actually being investigated. It just really seems like they're placing the blame on everybody but themselves. So this last post was posted 15 hours ago, and it's pretty much addressing the naysayers, the people that don't believe what Cam and Allie are saying. The reason these people don't believe these things are because of the charges that are against Cam and Allie. I will be posting those next. This is them professing their innocence and basically saying if a jury trial is what it comes to, then that's what it comes to because they have done nothing wrong. Okay, so these are the charges for Cam and Allie. Okay, so for Cam, we have 2 charges of gross or reckless care of a child. This is a criminal felony case, and it is listed as abuse of a child and disregard for their life. For Allie, we got the same charges, which is 2 charges for abuse of a child and disregarded life. Listen, those are some heavy charges coming from the people that advocate for missing children. This ain't good. As I was reading their comments, I seen a lot of their subscribers telling them maybe they should just stay offline for a while and get their lives together. Honestly, I couldn't agree more. I understand wanting to defend themselves. I understand that they feel that this is a tactic by Cam's mom. But usually they will not put charges like these on someone without there being some kind of foundation to back it up. And just my 2 cents, I agree with a lot of the comments under their posts saying that they need to focus on themselves. Instead of advocating for missing children, I would say advocate for yourselves and for your own children. Get yourselves in order so that you can help these missing children. You can find all of these posts on Cam and Allie's community post under Cracking Cases.